Boys, welcome back to another episode in our Rabbitohs career mode series back at the old Allianz Stadium. As you can see, we are taking on the Mandeville Sea Eagles. We actually simulated the first meeting back in round 2, not too long ago, so a quick turnaround here against the Sea Eagles. We did win in the simulation 16 points to 12. Our team for today's clash remains the same team that dominated the Broncos last week. Hopefully we can replicate that performance because it was a pretty good one. As always, shout out to the gang. If you're watching us right now, be sure to hit up that comment section with the hashtag OddSquad and let's get some flames in the comments as we attempt to get our 4th win in a row and go on a little bit of a hot streak. I'm not really expecting to be as dominant as we were last week. Obviously the Broncos was an awkward side as Marty Tapau gets driven backwards there. A solid tackle. But yeah, it was an awkward, low-rated, I'd say, Broncos team that we put some points on. A much better side than the Manly Sea Eagles here. Tommy Turbo's always been a handful whenever we meet him in whatever series it is we're playing. That's Kieran Foran. Wrapped up, 25 out. 2 to go. Sea Eagles spreading it down the line. Daly Cherry Evans will take the tackle. They should be able to put in a decent kick through Foreign, and it's a pretty shallow bomb, easily taken by Dane Gagai. As he goes on a little bit of a return here, finds a hole. Turbo in pursuit. Cody Walker always there in support, and we get the pass away. Campbell Graham. Finally we get wrapped up and we are 12 out on the back of a monster return. Cookie flat-footed will scale across field until he finds an opening, and that was all too easy. Damien Cook, first try of the match. We are kind of forced to crab across field there. Something that's been happening a lot lately is players catching the ball flat-footed. Not just for me, I've also noticed it a few times, actually more than a few. It's pretty much been the new annoyance in this series as we finally get the green lights. A little ankle tap will send Cook over as Renault gets us up by 6. You'll probably notice that I have been trying to get Cookie more involved, Latrell as well, but man, it's hard to get Latrell involved. The fullbacks in general in this game, they do have fullback specific plays, but it's just hard to break those tackles. Someone like Latrell should be able to fend the first defender almost every time, but his performance just isn't matching what he's rated. His power's almost on max, his fend, break tackle, but been a bit of a struggle for old Latrell. As we get a little drawing pass out to Mansour, close to that sideline. 5th and last, Cook drops it on the toe for himself, draws in Turbo, drops it on the toe once more. And who's there? Of course, Cody Walker in support. Damien Cook, plenty of touches in this first half, and you can add a try assist to his name. As Rain Diggity slots it and we go up by 12. Cook out of dummy half to Cameron Murray, will lose the ball in a solid tackle. I'm interested to see just how bad the origin period will be for us. We've got plenty of talent that I'm pretty sure would be selected. I know we're looking a little bit too forward into the future, but the challenge will be really fun come origin time. As Manly look for their first points. Fainu down the line to Jack Goshevsky, and it will be a meat pie for Goshevsky. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Gochevsky, one of those. Man, that's harder to pronounce than one of those long Polynesian names. As they finally get the green lights. Ruben Garrick will add the extras. Half-time, we go into the break, leading the Manly Sea Eagles by 12 points to 6. I've been talking about not just this video, but previous videos, trying to get Damien Cook more involved. He's already scored a try, which is great, and has a try assist to his name so far. Not much doing to start the second half. A couple of working man sets played in the middle of the field. Cherry Evans will take the tackle here as they send it wide, and it's going to be a forward pass. Unlucky for Tom Turbo, he was through. But you know us boys, we love a great scrum play. Can we create something on the halfway line here? As we go to Latrell Mitchell, basic, try to squeeze through that gap, but we eventually got run down. A little slow with the interchanges here, and we take the ball out of dummy half. We finally get it out to Walker. He links with Mitchell, and Mitchell runs into a brick wall. Just tried to use the game as a battering ram there, and we saw the results. Need to feed him better plays than that. 2 to go. Walker calling for it. Lines up Gochevsky, sends it out. A bullet pass to Campbell Graham, and he'll go through untouched. Another beautiful try assist from Cody Walker. It's a shame he got suspended, because I reckon we could easily win the Dally M with Cody. Still no progress, and it's his third tackle inside our 30. This time Adam Reynolds, he gets caught flat-footed. Again, just forcing us to run across field. We will find a hole. 2 plays to go. We tried to go for a kick out of dummy half. I was also talking about that, being unsuccessful with those cheeky kicks. And again, we cough over possession after a risky play by Damien Cook. Moses Sully will get wrapped up on the 10. Seagulls looking for their second try. DCE, Kieran Foreign gets folded. Mark Nichols, it's been a while since we've pulled off a big hit, as Liam Knight comes up with a pick. It's a good place to start their set, really. Look at this. Second tackle, they're on our 40. They get the ball out to Jake Trebojevic. Found a bit of space in the middle. Third, Cherry Evans. A wobbly pass finds the ground, scooped up by Mighty Tapau. Gets away from a couple, shrugs off one. Latrell Mitchell unable to stop him at the back. And a fortuitous try for the Manly Warringah Seagulls by way of Mighty Tapau. That was a weird pass by Cherry Evans, but Tapau cleaned it up real quick. Get the victory anthem ready, boys. We got another win in the bag as we count down the clock. Cody Walker with a bit of a break, looking for a kick back in field. And that will be the end of the match. Full time. We walk away with another dub. 4th win in a row, 18 points to 12. Do not go anywhere though, because we will be simulating the next match, and we'll take a look at the ladder while we're at it. Don't you love when a plan comes together? We wanted Cookie more involved, and he ended up being the best player on the day. So heading into round 10, this is the top 8. Of course, ourselves sitting at the top, followed by the Cowboys, Storm, and the Panthers. And for the bottom half, you've got the Warriors, Raiders, Roosters, and the Titans. So for round 10, it's a simulation against the Tigers. Sua got pinged for the previous match for a high tackle, so he'll be missing a week. And for the simulation itself, dude, we are OP in the simulations, man. The team is clutching up. Look at that, 32 points to 14. An even better performance than our first meeting in round 1, and that'll take us to 5 wins in a row. Coming up next, we've got a couple of heavyweights to deal with in back-to-back weeks, so there won't be a simulation. We got the Melbourne Storm and the Parramatta Eels as always. If you enjoyed that and would like to see more Rugby League Life 4 content, or more content in general, be sure to find us straight at that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you.
So when it's time, I will never need a doubt who's behind. That's my
Later.
team, that's my team. Loyalty over everything, that's my team, that's my team.